Shanti, this is Sakar Murli of 21st January 2024. Revised date January 18, 1998. In order to serve others with a current of light and might, Sakash, become free from the attachment and have unlimited disinterest. This day is a special day of love. From Amrit Vela, children from all directions have been offering love from their hearts to Bab Dada. The garlands of all the children's pearls of love were continuously being placed around Bab Dada's neck. On this day, on one side, there were garlands of the pearls of love, and on the other side, there were garlands of sweet complaints too. However, Baba saw this year that the compliments were different. Previously, the complaints were, "You should have taken us with you. We didn't receive sustenance from the Sakar farm." This year, the majority of complaints came from those who wanted to become equal to the Father and go to Baba. The majority had very good zeal and enthusiasm to become equal. The desire to become equal is very deep. "Let me become equal to you and come to you." This was the thought that many children had in their heart to heart conversation. Bab Dada also says to the children, "May you become equal, may you become complete, may you become perfect." The way to become this for all time is very easy. The easiest way is to remain constantly merged in the ocean of love. Just as you were merged in love today, did you remember anything else? Did you remember anyone other than Bab Dada? While sitting and walking, you remained merged in love. What did you remember? Whilst you were walking and moving around, Brahma Baba's divine activities and his image. His image was in front of you and his divine activities were in your awareness. All of you specially experienced this love today. Did you not? Did you find it difficult? It was way, was it not? Love is such a power that it makes you forget everything else. You neither remember your body nor the bodily world. Love frees you from laboring. Where there is love, there is no labor. Love easily and constantly enables you to experience Bab Dada's hand over you. Love becomes a canopy of protection and enables you to conquer Maya. No matter how big a mountain of problems there may be, love makes that mountain as light as water. So you know how to remain merged in love. Do you not? You experienced this by remaining merged in love today. Did you not? Did you remember anything else? You didn't, did you? There was nothing but Baba, Baba, and Baba. You remained absorbed in the love of one. So Bab Dada says, make no effort other than that of remaining merged in the ocean of love. Do you know how to remain merged? Sometimes children merge in the ocean of love, but they only remain merged for a short time and then come out again. One moment they say, "Baba, sweet Baba, lovely Baba." And the next moment, as soon as they come out of the ocean, they become engrossed in other matters. Engrossed in other matters. It is just like someone taking a dip in the ocean. They merge in love, take a dip, and then come out. Remain merged. The power of love will then easily free you from everything else. The experience of love at the beginning of your Brahmin life made you into Brahmins. Love brought about transformation. You do remember the experience at the start of your present birth. You received knowledge and were taught yoga, but it was love that attracted you and made you belong to the Father. If you constantly maintain the power of love, you become free from laboring of all time. In any case, you are celebrating this year as the year of freedom. Therefore, become free from laboring. The way to do this is to remain merged in love. All of you have the experience of love. Do you not? Or do you not have this experience? If any of you were asked who has the most love for our Bab Dada, each of you would raise your hand and say, I do. Everyone raised their hands. Raise your silent hands, not your noisy ones. Bab Dada is telling all of you today, constantly use the power of love for every task. It is easy, is it not? You have yoga to forget your bodies, to forget the bodily world, and to become conquerors of Maya. When you remain under the canopy of protection of love, Maya cannot come under the canopy of protection of love. When you come out of the ocean of love, Maya sees you and makes you belong to her. So do not come out of the ocean, but remain constantly merged. Someone who has love for another would not forget the one that he loves. No matter what task that may be, he may be carrying out. That one would perform every task whilst remaining lost in love. So just as you remain lost in love today, are you not also able to remain constantly absorbed in love? Love easily makes you equal because to become like the one you love is not difficult. You have love for Father Brahma in your hearts. Father Brahma also has deep love for you children. He constantly makes each and every child emerge and gives them a special current of light, Sakash, to make them equal. In his past life, knowing the value of each jewel, he would use a particular jewel for a special piece of jewelry. In the same way, even now, he constantly considers using particular jewels with their specialities for special tasks. He constantly sings Wah Wah for the speciality of each one. Wah, my invaluable jewel. Many children wonder what Father Brahma does in the subtle region. They ask, we are doing service here, but what does Father Brahma do in the subtle region? However, the father says, just as he was always sit with the children in the Sakar form, similarly he now stays in the subtle region. He stays with the children there too. He is not alone. The father doesn't enjoy himself without the children. Just as the children are not able to think of anything without the father, similarly the father too cannot think of anything without the children. He does not stay there alone. He says he stays with you. Very few children were able to experience his company in the corporal form. Now, in the subtle form, he constantly fulfills the responsibility of companionship with every child at whatever time they want and whenever they want. In the pictures, Krishna has been shown with each and every gopi. That is a memorial of this time. Now, through his avyakta form, he fulfills the responsibility of companionship with every child. No matter what time of the day or night it may be, even if it is 2 a.m. or 2:30 a.m. In the Saka form, he would only visit the centers sometimes. Now, however, he goes in his avyakt form to visit pure households too. What else does the father have to do? He has to make you children equal and take you back home with him. This is what he has to do. What else does he have to do? So he remains busy doing this. So today, Bab Dada is specially giving you children the blessings of becoming free from laboring. This confluence age is the age of for becoming free from laboring. It is the age for experiencing pleasure and enjoyment. If there is a labor, there cannot be enjoyment. This is the only age where souls enjoy a celebration with the Supreme Soul. It is the age for experiencing the love of the soul with the Supreme Soul. It is the age for celebrating a meeting. So have the determination to become free from laboring from today. You will become free. Will you not? However, it shouldn't be that you raise your hand here, but that when you return home, you ask, what can I do? How can I do this? Bab Dada has a full file of each of the children's determined thoughts. Sometimes Bab Dada looks at the children's files. You have repeatedly had determined thoughts, have you not? From the moment you took birth up to now, how many times have you thought, I will do this and I will do that? However, you have not yet fulfilled that thought. You have very good heart to heart conversations and you also please Bab Dada. Just as you impress the students, you also impress Bab Dada. However, the impact of the determined thought only lasts for some short time. It does not stay for all time. Bab Dada's files are constantly increasing. Whenever there is a function, a letter of promise is added to the Bab Dada's files. This is why Bab Dada is not making you write anything. Even today, all of you have had a thought, but for how long will it last? The father sees how long the letters remain in the files. When you children become equal to the father, the file will come to an end and everything will become final. At present, there are many files, so simply remain absorbed in love. Do not come out of the ocean of love. You have deep love for Father Brahma in your hearts, and so it is not difficult to follow the one you love. For love, you say, where there is love, one even sacrifices one's life. Bab Dada is not asking you to sacrifice your lives. Instead of that, sacrifice the world. Fix a final date for this. You fix dates for other functions, the 20th, the 24th. So, when will you fix a date for this? Bab Dada should fix a date for this. Bab Dada never says when. He says now. Does Bab Dada even put anything off to another time? He always says, now whatever you want to do it now. However, Bab Dada is the Almighty, and because He is the Almighty, He would say now. However, children are used to the habit of only doing something sometimes. This is why Bab Dada asks the children, when will you fix a date for this? You say that you will do it at some time, and so the father also says when. Now, according to the time, even everyone have a attitude of unlimited disinterest. However, Bab Dada feels that the time should not become the children's teacher. Since the father is your teacher, to become something according to the time means that to make the time your teacher. Your marks will be reduced in this. Even now, some children says, time will teach us, time will change us. All the souls of the world will change according to the time. But you children must not wait for the time. Do not make time your teacher. You are the master world teachers of the teacher of the world. You are creators. Time is the creation. Therefore, O creator souls, do not make your creation your teacher. Father Brahma did not make the time his teacher. He had unlimited disinterest from the beginning to end. You saw how he used his body, mind, and wealth from the beginning and did not have the slightest attachment. The words that emerged naturally of his body were, this is Baba's chariot. He never thought, this is my body. No, this is Baba's chariot. I am feeding Baba's chariot, not I am eating. He had unlimited disinterest in his body. His mind was Manmana Bhav anyway. He used his money but never thought or even said, my money is being used. He never mentioned that his money was being used or that he used his wealth. He said, this is Baba's Bandara. It is the Bandara of Bolanath Baba. He never considered his money to be his own or used anything worth even a rupee on himself. He became responsible for the Kumaris and the mothers. He willed everything to the Kumaris and mothers and didn't have the slightest consciousness of mind. He never used any time or breathe on himself, but maintained an attitude of unlimited disinterest even in that. Although he had everything, even nature was his servant, he never used any extra facilities for himself. He constantly maintained an ordinary life. He never used anything special for himself. Until the end, even his clothes were of the same type. He didn't change his dress code. He had the buildings built for the children, but he didn't use it for himself. Even when the children requested him to do so, he heard it but remained beyond, whilst constantly seeing the children's love. The words that emerged all the time were, "Everything is for the children." So, this is known as having an attitude of unlimited disinterest in one's practical life. At the end, even though the children were in front of him and he was holding their hands, did he have any attachment? He had an attitude of unlimited disinterest. Even though the children, the loving children, and the most special, beloved children were in front of him, he had unlimited disinterest. You saw the evidence of the attitude of going beyond and having unlimited disinterest in a second. He had just the one concern to do service, service, and service. He remained detached and beyond all other things. This is known as having unlimited disinterest. Now, according to the time, he let your attitude of unlimited disinterest emerge. Unless you have any attitude of unlimited disinterest, you are unable to do the service of giving powerful sakash. Therefore, follow the Father, put aside the aspect of the incorporeal one. In the physical form, you had Father Brahma. Although he had all the facilities for all physical attainments, he was responsible for all the children and he had to face all the adverse situations and problems. He was able to pass. He claimed the certificate of passing with honors. The main reason for this was that he maintained an attitude of unlimited disinterest. At this time, there are subtle attachments of golden chains. There is a lot of deep and subtle attachment. Many children are not even able to understand when they have attachment. They do not realize when something is an attachment. They think this will happen anyway. This will continue all the time. They do not feel that they have to become free from it. However, this will continue all the time. The many types of attachment do not allow you to become one who has unlimited disinterest. You want to become this and you also think, I want to become this. However, the desire to become this is not balanced with actually becoming it. The desire is greater, the actual practice is less. I definitely have to do this. This attitude of disinterest has not yet emerged. It emerges even every now and then, and it then merges again. It will happen in time anyway, but you will not be able to pass with honors. You will pass, but not pass with honors. The speed of time is very fast and the speed of efforts is slow. You are making big efforts, but you become bound by subtle attachments. When Bab Dada hears the children's song, "We want to fly to you," he also wants to make you fly, but he wonders whether your attachments will allow you to fly or whether you will not be neither here nor there. Now, according to the time, become free from the attachments. Become those with unlimited disinterest. You should have disinterest in your minds. The disinterest that comes as a result of a program is only for a temporary period. Check your subtle attachments. The gross aspects have now finished. Some children are free from gross attachments, but the subtle attachments are very subtle. So much so that they are not able to know about this themselves. Check very deeply. In the mirror of completion, check your attachments. Give this gift to Father Brahma on his day of remembrance. You have love for him, and what does one do out of love? One gives a gift. So give this gift. Let go of anything holding you to the shores and become free. Bab Dada is happy that you children have zeal and enthusiasm, and that you also have very good thoughts for self progress. Now fulfill those thoughts. Acha, today there is a gathering of the special teachers. This celebration is taking place as the return of your service. Bab Dada is happy that you children are receiving the fruit of service, that you are celebrating and eating the fruit of service. You have been successful in service, number wise, and will continue to be successful. Acha, to all the loving children merged in love everywhere in this land and abroad, to the extremely close souls who are constantly merged in love for the Father, the ocean of love, to the elevated souls who constantly inculcate the specialities of Father Brahma into their practical lives, to those who are free from making effort and experience pleasure and fly with God's love, to those who put into practice the thought of becoming equal to the Father, to the children who are merged in the heart of Baba, the comforter of hearts on this special day, today, please accept a multi-million fold love and remembrance from Father Brahma. Bab Dada constantly stays in the hearts of the children, although he lives in the subtle region, he is also in the hearts of the children. So the children who have merged such a father into their hearts, Bab Dada gives platefuls of pearls of Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. The spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father. Acha, blessing. May you be an enlightened soul who makes the seed of each thought constantly powerful. Together with listening to knowledge and speaking knowledge, also become an embodiment of knowledge. An embodiment of knowledge means to be one whose every thought, word, and deed is powerful, and for whom all waste has finished. Where there is power, there cannot be anything wasteful. Just as light and darkness cannot coexist, so knowledge is light and waste is darkness. Therefore, an enlightened soul means one whose every seed of thought is powerful. The words, deeds, and relationships of those whose thoughts are powerful easily become powerful. Slogan: in order to go into the Sun dynastic clan, be yogis, not warriors. With avyakta silence, experience the double light angelic stage while having double responsibility. Remain double light. By being double light, you will not be tired by your worldly responsibilities because you are a trustee. How can a trustee become tired? If you think that it is your household or your family, it becomes a burden. None of it is yours. So how can it be a burden? You are completely detached and loving, a child and a master. Notice, today is the International Yoga Day, and all Brahmin children collectively sit in yoga from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., especially being stable in their subtle angelic form, being a double light angel, touring around the world with Bab Dada and doing the service of giving sakash to everyone. Acha, Om Shanti.